Hey, what is up, guys? Darnell here from Cinema Critics, and today I'm gonna give you my review reaction and live after show for The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 7, Time for After. Now, those who are catching this on the replay,
What is up, guys?
hold
Darnell
on.
here from Cinema Critics, and
Hold
today
on.
I'm going to give you my
Those-
review reaction and
Those catching us on the replay, we do Walking Dead episodes every Sunday after Walking Dead. You can catch us on here about 5 to 10 minutes after Walking Dead. First, we'll do a general review of the episode, and then we'll go more in depth through the episode. We'll break it down. And then we'll talk about the next episode, which is going to be the season premiere, the first half season premiere. And then we'll give our predictions, which I have some predictions. And then we'll chat about it. So first off, okay episode. It was more of a setup, for the next episode, really. So a lot of this episode really played on Eugene, his emotions. First episode back, first couple episodes back, it was more about Morgan. Then they were talking about Morgan. It was Morgan, then Gabriel, and then Ezekiel. So they really been focused on certain characters, emotionally, But it was okay. There wasn't much going on with you, but I liked it because they gave you more of Eugene, Sean, more emotion towards him. Like, really, he hasn't been much going on through previous seasons, but I like the fact that they tell you, or he says, hey, he's trying to do whatever he can to survive, and it was good. For the most part, it was that part I liked about it. So yeah. So I guess let's go ahead and break down the episode. All right. So So they start off right where they left off, with Rick being with the trash can people. That's what I call them. I don't know if they have an exact name for their group, but I call them the trash can mans, just the trash group, whatever. And they're taking pictures of Rick, and they're saying this is for, they're drawing a picture of him, and they're saying this is for the they're gonna sculpt him and all this stuff, so something's gonna happen, making it, souping it up. And then from there it goes to the title screen, and then opens up on Eugene and Dwight. So so Eugene and Dwight, hold on. So Eugene and Dwight, Dwight tells Eugene, hey, actually Eugene was telling him, hey, you get to stop with the backstabbing, just forget about everything that happened, just don't do anything else, and he won't tell Negan. And then Dwight's telling him, like, hey, this is over, it's just a matter of time before this is over. Negan's gonna die. You know, everything's going apart. You know, the workers want to leave. You know, they're trying to fight back and all this stuff. So he's saying it's over. And then, you know, he tells him all you have to do is nothing. You know, just don't do anything. Don't tell Negan about anything, and we won't have a problem. But, you know, he's not wanting to do that because all it seems like Eugene is worrying about is how to keep himself alive. So he's calculating, if I do this, will this help me out, or will I do that? How much percentage? What's going to help me out? So I think that's what's really figuring out, which is the best way for him to survive. And then they talk about saying it's maybe a day or two before the zombies will actually break in. Which I don't see how. It seemed pretty fortified. I wouldn't see how zombies will get inside the, you know, that building unless they go through. I don't see how they could. So Father Gabriel's sick. They don't really tell you how he got sick, but they kind of hinted at it, saying that when they put all the guts on him, other people got sick from it. So I guess that's what that's what got him sick. When he had to put all the guts, when him and Negan broke out of the trailer and got away. So the doctor, I forgot his name, leaves Eugene with Father Gabriel. You know, and you know, Gabriel's telling him like, hey, we got to get this doctor out of here, you know, help me get this guy out of here so he can go see Maggie about the baby. And you know, Eugene didn't seem like he didn't know what he wanted to do. But then he says he can't, you know, Morgan tells him to believe in himself and tells him, you know, do the right thing. You know, eventually you're going to come to a time where you're going to have to do the right thing. So looks like Eugene's having a tough time figuring out what to do. So then they go back to Daryl, Tara, Michonne, and Rosita, and they're going over the plan, what to do, and how to let all these zombies in. And just out of nowhere, I guess Morgan was checking them out, and he comes in saying, "Hey, I want to help. I want to get this thing over and done with." Here's the thing with Morgan. I thought he pretty much flipped out and left. And then they had him just come back all ready and ready to go. I think they should have at least showed him, you know, showed Morgan, you know, straighten himself out, calm back down, and then decided to do that. Not just him come out of nowhere and saying, "Hey, I got snipers with me. Let's do it." You know, like last time we see Morgan, he ran off and he was like flipping out, you know, because he lost someone. So then, you know, Rosita had a change of heart, and she was saying, you know, I don't want to do this, you know, like, you know, we had a plan and it was working. I don't want to change that. And the main thing they were saying is like, they don't want to. It was weird how they didn't want to see it. Like, they just wanted it to happen. I don't know. It was weird what they were saying. Their excuse. But, so Rosita stepped out. And, so then they show Negan and Eugene talking. And, you know, it seems like Negan's really souping up Eugene. He knows he's smart. He knows he learns how to survive most things. And Negan tells him like, "Hey, you know, if we don't work this out, you know, I'm not gonna die, but all of y'all gonna die, you know, including you, Eugene." And he was saying like, you know, I'm good at surviving, but you know, y'all guys gonna die, so you need to, you know, figure something out so we can save everyone and get out of here. And he gives him a handshake, you know, and he says he doesn't give that often, and he says he, you know, he respects him. So he's kind of souping Eugene up, you know, building him up. So they show Eugene actually working on something. He goes down in the looks like he goes down in the basement and he's looking for stuff. Looks like he's building something with a speaker, and he goes into the casket that Sasha was in, and to grab her they grab her iPod, and he grabs that, and he, you know, he remembers seeing Sasha turning and all that, so he's kind of upset about that. So then they go back to Michonne and, you know, Daryl and Tara, and Michonne now, she's having second chances, second thoughts about doing this, and so and then she's like, you know, we can just leave it alone, and you know, let's just let it happen, let the original plan happen. And he was like, no, I'm trying to end this ASAP. And so she leaves. She doesn't want nothing to do with it. She leaves. So then they go back to Eugene and find out what he was actually building. He was building a glider with the speaker system to it, so he would fly it like a remote control plane, fly it away, and then play the music, and then distract all the zombies that go away, which is a cool idea. You know, they had those trucks with all the speakers that divert them, but they, you know, they found out about that and they got to him. So so he's building his glider, and he's ready to take off, and Dwayne stops him, puts a gun to his head, and saying, like, you know, you're not gonna do this, you know. And then, you know, we're just, all I want to do is just get rid of Negan, and that's all we have to do. And then, you know, Eugene is like saying, you know, he's trying to save people, and he's trying to save himself, and he's like, if it's not Negan that's going to kill him, you better kill me now, because Negan's going to kill me if I don't save all these people. So he's like, either way, I'm dead, so I'm going to do it. So he actually turns it on and flies it off, and Dwight, he could not shoot him. So he did the next best thing and actually shot down the plane. And when he shot down the plane, Tara was there and she heard it, so she started shooting back at everyone, kind of like rushed the plan a little bit. So she starts shooting at them, and then Daryl takes the truck, smashes it into the building, and all the zombies start going in. And you know, they're killing people, and it's pushing back all of the saviors up the they have a set of stairs, and they're pushing them up there, and they're doing a good job holding the zombies back. And then Eugene is seeing this, the zombies coming in and killing people, and he is pissed. You know, so he's so pissed, he goes to Father Gabriel laying in the bed, and he's saying, like, hey, you know, he's gonna do anything to stay alive. And you know, he's pissed. He's like, I don't care about the about, you know, people at the Alexandria. I don't care about that. I don't care about, you know, moles, people who, you know, who are saying they're a part of the Saviors and they're not, which he's talking about Dwight. He's like, all he care about is him staying alive. So so then Negan and Eugene is talking again, and he's telling, he's souping Negan up now, saying, hey, I have a plan, you know, that's going to save us. And, you know, and he's pumped, you know, He's pumped about it, Negan. So Dwayne and the other generals come in, and you know, Eugene, he seemed, you know, flustered a little bit, and I guess he looked at Dwight, and he was saying, you know, he had a plan, and then but instead of ratting out Dwight, he said, "Oh, well, I have you know, he's gonna fix the intercom system," which might play a part, which we're gonna get towards the end. So he gets super emotional. He goes to his room, and he had this wine that was given to him by this girl, and he is drinking to the point where he's puking. So he's messed up, you know. So then they go back to the trash can people. That's what I'm gonna call them, trash can man. If anyone knows where that's from, what movie, Trash Can Man. So they let Rick out the trailer. They bring him to this spot, put down on his knees, and from the other trailer, there's a zombie coming out, and they're holding him on a pole, and the zombie has like some face doohickey on. And this is the second time, like, these guys, they like playing games with zombies. Like the first time, it was some kind of initiation with Rick where he had to fight the zombies or something, like he had to fight a zombie with like a dressed up zombie or something like that. So it looks like they're having like they're trying to build some kind of tradition with these certain zombies or whatever. So they're pulling the zombie to him, and Rick breaks free, and he starts fighting. Like, it was like 3 or 4 of the trash can people there. He's fighting them, gets a hold of the zombie, pulls the zombie's head off, and the girl Jadis, she pulls out her gun. He takes the gun from her, puts it on the ground right next to that zombie head, was still trying to bite, and you know, he says, you know, he tells them like, hey, we can still do this deal, you know, either way, you're gonna either you kill me here or you're gonna die later, because my group is gonna come and get you. So either join or die, you know, get rich or die trying. It's like, either get down or you lay down. So she finally makes the deal with him to take out Negan. Now here's the thing, this has already happened once, so I'm surprised. They said it, reason why he's doing it again, because they don't have any people. The kingdom's gone. They lost, you know, 90% of their people, and so they need bodies, you know. So Rick is pretty much lying to him to get them to join, which, wonder what's going to happen when they find out they don't have that many people. So they start going, I guess Rick and the trash can people, they start going back, and one of the snipers, their snipers, was actually dead. So Rick is trying to get a hold of people. He can't get a hold of anyone, so he climbs up the tower where the sniper was, and he looks down the scope, and he sees that the zombies are gone in front of the Savior's sanctuary. Yeah. Sees that all the zombies are gone. So where are they gone? I don't know. It looked like a lot of them were dead there. It was weird. It was a weird shot. I wish they did a close up. It looks like they were just gone, or some were dead. The way it seemed, for me, I thought they were just inside, but I guess they were just so many that they all wouldn't have probably made it in yet. So one thing I had, my prediction is Eugene was talking about the intercom system. So maybe somehow I don't know how far that intercom system reaches, but you turn on the intercom system and it's on the opposite side somewhere, and they can play music from that opposite side, and all the zombies are that hasn't come in yet. Maybe they'll start going out, or maybe they found a way to trap them inside. But that's the way the episode ended. So, it was an okay episode. So the next episode is the like I said, the mid-season finale of the first half of the season, and this episode is really a pretty much a precursor of what happens going to happen next episode, obviously. But they're building up Eugene really well. So my predictions is I think someone's really going to die this episode. And I have a list, so I'm going to give you my list of people who I think are going to die next episode. So it's either going to be Gabriel, Eugene, Tara. I think one of those three will die. Gabriel, because he is stuck there. Like, he's sick. They can't get him medicine. I think there's a chance that Eugene actually will kill him. That's one of the chances. Like one of the predictions. Tara, because they're souping Tara up, like she's really pushing. She was her and Daryl was the really main ones really pushing to get this thing done, to push this. So there's a possible way for her to die from this, because she's pushing all this, so they want to, if it has to affect someone from making this decision. And I don't think it's going to be Daryl, because they're not going to kill Daryl off. They'll be stupid. They'll, half of their fans are going to die. Going to leave the show because they're going to riot if Daryl dies. So, and then Eugene. And the reason why Eugene is because they've been building him up so much this episode, which I thought for some reason, I thought this was the last episode of the season, first half of the season. So I thought he was going to die tonight. But no, there's one more episode left. So I have a feeling he's going to die. But not in a bad way. I think he's going to sacrifice himself. Or at least at the last minute. I think maybe he's going to try to do something else to keep himself alive, and then maybe the last minute something happens, and then he's like, okay, and sacrifices himself. But I can see Eugene dying. Now, Talking Dead, they said it's a shocker, so that pretty much confirms that someone's going to die. You think for them to they've been so much on certain characters lately, so it has to be one of them, because they've been building up characters. So maybe Morgan, slightly Morgan. I don't see they killing off Ezekiel. It could be possible, but he's such another loved character, and I don't see him doing that. So I really think it could be Tara, Eugene, or Gabriel, because for Gabriel, I think he's just in a bad situation. But my number one person I think will die next episode is Eugene. So yeah, so and then the next episode, the preview for the next episode, they had looks like Saviors got out and they're taking the fight to Rick and the company. So it looks like somehow they got out, and they're taking a fight to Maggie was in trouble, Rick was in trouble, pretty much everyone was in trouble, and they're saying they have to survive through the night. So they're taking the fight back at them. And a little bit earlier, they were talking about bullets and how Eugene needed the equipment to make more bullets. So that could be a reason why they're attacking so fast. They need more bullets. But yeah, overall, okay episode. It's building up what I think is going to be a Eugene death. So I'm calling it now, and we'll see what happens on Sunday. So thanks guys for watching the Walking Dead season 8 episode 7. Thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Walking Dead reviews. Tomorrow, like I said, next Sunday will be the last episode for the half season. Then maybe we'll do another show. Maybe we'll do some Shameless, or maybe some Vikings, maybe, depending, because we'll do something else until the Walking Dead comes back. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching. We do movie reviews, we do live streams for Walking Dead and other shows. We do movie commentaries, and those are pretty fun, so definitely check those out if you haven't seen it. We just did the Dragon Ball Evolution, and the next episode up is The Room. So we're doing that for the Disaster Artist that's going to be coming out. And so thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.